Hello, hope everybody's well. Right, no messing around today. I'm going to go straight into a warm-up. So if you're watching this and there's a group of you, you know what I always say, keep it silly, keep it safe. Make sure that the movement you do, if somebody's trying to copy you, isn't too over the top where they could get injured. Alright, so keep it silly but keep it safe. Do something different to what I'm doing. I'm not very cool at all. I'm just doing pretty much the same standard sort of thing I've been doing for a while. But have some fun. Okay, today we're going to go through the second part of the review of the Qigong. There's 3 things to do, and when I've done that, that will be it for today's actual session. So bring your feet together, hold the moon, put your cloud around, and bow, and get ready to jump around. It's warm-up time. Okay, let's start. Ready and change. Change. Change.
Sisters in bed, mother is shouting to her. Pack up your dolls, dinner is ready, go tell dad.
Change.
The whole house smells good. I look at the street, the scenes ain't exactly the same. The windows are
And change. Change.
Don't think I'm wrong. I'm singing songs, just watching Sundays on.
Change. Change. Change.
Like it. Like it.
Open your arms. Change.
Like it.
Change.
Like it. Like it.
Silly time. Alright, let's turn this off. Okay, right, day 34. There has been a couple more in there, and there was 2 that I missed because I wasn't very well. But day 34, so there's been 34. There's been the meditation one I did in the snow. I always say this, if you haven't seen it, go and find it, go and find that one. It's lovely, and it's really, really good for you. And then we had the Chinese New Year one. Okay, so in total this will be the 36th film that I've actually put up, all right? But from the point of view of actual teaching Tai Chi and Qigong, this sort of thing, it's actually the 34th day. So today is Thursday, and then we've just got the Friday, okay? So we went through the first three elements of Qigong, and if you are new to this, I will go over the first three again, but I would stress that you go back through to about, I think it's about day 18, something like that, where I did an in-depth explanation of the first element or two. I think it was two, maybe one, maybe two, I can't remember. But anyway, go back to day 18. Day 18 has got the Qigong start, I think that's right on there. But yesterday what we did is we did a review. So the review's never as in-depth as what the actual teaching session actually is. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through the metal, I'm going to go through the water, I'm going to go through the wood, all right? And then we're going to add on as a review, we're going to do fire, we're going to do earth, and then we'll do the unity one, okay? Right at the end of this actual video. So again, I'm trying to keep it to about the 30-minute, back in the 20-30-minute mark to give you guys a half-hour session every day. So the metal holds water. Water created wood. Wood makes fire. Fire created the earth. Okay? So metal holds water. Metal, white. The colour is white. That's associated with metal. Right? White. White hot. That's how I remember it. Water is dark or black. Right? So metal holds water. Right? Water created wood. If you think about that, that's perfectly true. Water, you have to have water to make wood. So wood is green, okay? So I'm going to go through in metal we can do it in three planes, three areas, right? In wood we're just doing it in water we're just doing it in one, well no, two we can. And in wood we just do it in one. So I'm just going to do one go of each, okay? So one set of moves of each one. So everybody, if you copy this, stand in your horse stance, okay? And bring your hands together. So the fingertips touch. Remember, relaxed hands, fingertips touch. From here, breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your nose. Okay? So this is metal. Breathing in and breathing out. Now remember, you can do this on the three energy centers. So you've got your hands more in front of you here. So you're breathing in and you're breathing out. Okay, so you're breathing in and out. In and out through your nose. Then you've got the one where you bring it more into like a praying sort of position. So from here, so breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and out. Okay. Crazy tip for today. If ever you are trying to open a jar, right, of jam, honey, pickled onions, whatever, right? If you try and open it here, it won't work. It's so much harder. If you try and open it there, it won't work. It's so much harder. All right? If you put it right in front of this middle energy center there and hold it, and then when you open the top, it will go one way. As you're going one way with the top, go the opposite way with the bottom. And put your hands on it, put it right in the middle of the energy center, and do that. And the jar will come open. Mums, dads, or whoever's looking at you will think you are a super person, all right? You are strong. But basically what you're doing is you're operating the principles of Tai Chi. One goes one way, which means the other, right, has got to do the opposite. So it goes the other way, right, and it'll open. And if you put it right in front of you, there, you've actually got this sort of like triangle shape with your hands. There, that sort of thing, a triangle shape. And if you sit your elbows down and do that, it'll open, literally every time. Okay, fun fact for today. Right, so we're now going to go to water. So if we go from here, water, easy one. So from here, breathing in, breathing out. Okay, could do it in the middle here. So breathing in and breathing out. Remember with that one, you're actually going through, if I could draw a line here, there, and I could draw a line here, your hands are going to go from here and drop down to that line, and then up, and then back down to that line. And if we were doing it from the middle to the lower, and so you've got a line here and a line here, you're going to go from here, and you're going to go down to the bottom line and up, and then down to the bottom line and then back up to the middle again, okay? So, easy stuff. You can only do that through two. So from there to there, or from there to there on that one. And you're breathing in through your nose on the way out, and breathing out through your nose when you're coming back in. All right? The last one we did yesterday was wood. And what we're doing is, imagine that you've got a ball, or you could bring your hands all the way around the world, this sort of thing. You've got a ball in front of you, and you start off by having your fingertips at the bottom as touching there. And then what we're going to do now is this is going to sit right in front of the middle. You can go lower if you want, but it's a bit of a stretch for your arms. But I always go center here, so middle one. So from here, bring it up, right the way up to the top. Okay, touch, and then come down. All right, so you'll be breathing in all the way up, and out all the way down. Remember, in through the nose, out through the nose. So breathing in, and then out. And you've done that 3 times. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to push your hands forwards and lift up, okay? And then bring down. So if I do that from the side, we've done this 3 times, okay? So from there, you're going to push your hands forwards and start to breathe in. And then breathe out as they come down. And then hands go forwards, breathing in. And you're breathing out as you go down. And you're going to do that 3 times. Okay? Now, when you come down to the bottom of that, there, so you've done this and you come all the way down, there. What we're going to do then is we're going to put one hand over the top of the other. So slide one hand over the top there. And as you do that, move it slightly over to this side here. So if you imagine a line running straight down your nose, your mouth, your chin, right the way down, and we call that the center line, all right? The line in the center. Okay, if we could chop yourself in half, it'd be perfectly symmetrical on either side, equal on either side. Okay, so all the way down there. So when you come down, when you get to here, turn the hand over and take it off the center line there. And what we're going to do now is you're going to lift your top hand up to the middle there, and then down. Okay, and the bottom hand does go, it moves away slightly. Kind of does this there. You're going to do that, okay? That movement. All right. When you've done that 3 times, we're then going to bring the top hand, this one. My hand's actually red hot at the moment. This one, and you're going to bring this up. And as this comes up, this bottom hand, this one I'm wiggling, goes down. And the top one comes straight past the center of your face there, through the top energy center there. As soon as it gets to there, you're going to push up and push down, and you twist your wrist, so there, and push, okay, like that. And then you're going to bring both hands back down, and you're going to bring them to the center, energy center. You're going to turn it over, you're going to drift it over to this side, and you're going to go down. You're going to go like that 3 times, okay? So 3 times. When you've done it the 3rd time, bring the top hand up and put the bottom hand down so they're both moving apart from each other. Take this one across the front of your face there, right in front of your eyes there. And then as you push up and push down, twist your wrist. So up, twist. You see that? Twist your wrist and push up there. Okay? Push up. Alright? Then you bring them both together into here. Turn them over. Okay, so breathing in and out. And in and out. And in and out. Okay, and in and then out. I'm breathing out through my mouth so you can see the breath coming out. You should be breathing out through your nose, okay? So I'm breathing in. Turn it over. Breathe out. Breathe in. In and out. And in and out. And in and out. And in. Turn it over and breathe out. And in. You got it? So, fire. Wood makes fire. That's reasonably obvious. Wood makes fire. There's a lot of things that make fire, but wood is the one that we probably associate things with as making fire the quickest. That sort of stuff. Unless we were using some petrochemicals or something, which is completely non-organic. I know some would say that the oil that comes out of the earth is organic, which is true, but by the time we get it to something that really combusts, we've messed around with it quite a bit in the old refraction towers, this sort of thing, in the oil refineries. But the thing we associate, with fire is wood, that sort of thing. Now, fire is the easiest one of the lot to remember, I think. Well, fire and wood, very, very, very simple. Fire is red. So if we think of a red fire, red glowing fire, beautiful embers, this sort of thing, red fire, all right? And that's a reasonably easy one for you to get. So we have metal holds water, yeah? Water creates wood, okay? Wood makes fire, or creates fire, all right? So wood makes or creates fire, okay? So the next thing is fire created the earth. Now, loads of people have got loads of theories about this, but the scientists say that there was a huge explosion, massive explosion, whenever, and basically they called that the Big Bang. Now, people believe that, people don't believe that. You're entitled to believe whatever you want, however you want to see it. But the way that the Tai Chi is put together is fire created the earth, right? So fire, lots of fire created the earth. And if we go into the center of the earth, if we go down that way, circumference of the earth, 24,950 odd, I think it is, might be 58, I can never remember. But it's pretty much 25,000 miles. Don't know what it is in kilometers, still can't work that out. I'm a miles boy. Miles and pounds and ounces, this sort of thing. So if we go that way, 12,500 miles, half of 25, go that way, you are going to be in a situation where you're right in the center of the earth, which is a very, very, very warm place. According to the scientists, the boffins who worked this out, it's pretty much the surface of the sun, from what I hear, okay? So however many thousands of degrees that is, so it's really, really, really hot. So down there we've got some fire. So beneath your feet you've got some fire. Above your head you've got some fire. Because if you think about it, the sun is basically on fire. The sun is seriously hot, so hot that we can actually feel it, and so hot that if we stay out in it too long without any protection, it burns us. which is a really sobering thought if you think about that, right? 92 million miles, I think it is, somewhere around that sort of thing, and these sort of like sunlight rays sort of thing come towards us, and we can get burnt on this planet if we do not take sufficient protection, especially in the middle of our summer, all right? So we can really get hurt. So what we're doing is when we're stretching up here, when we're going from here, right, and we're stretching up, we're bringing this hand up and we're stretching up to the fire that way, and we're stretching down to the fire that way, okay? So the one beneath our feet and one above our heads, there, all right? So hopefully that's a decent explanation for you with regards to fire. So earth. Earth is the hardest one, I think, to remember, purely because the association with earth, the colour, is yellow. So it's yellow earth, or as the Chinese would say, the yellow dragon. All right. So if you ever hear that term yellow dragon, they're talking about the earth. So it's yellow earth. Right. Now earth is an easy one to perform. What we do is we bring our hands in front of the lower Dantian center, the lower energy center there. And what we do is we imagine that our tummies are going to push our hands away, and then we bring them back, okay? So when you're breathing in through your nose, I want you to let your tummies go forwards, all right? So you imagine, imaginary sort of thing. So if we do the imaginary line, so this is my hand, the imaginary line is this. So what's going to happen is as I breathe in, right, as I breathe in, this is going to push my hand away. This is the imaginary line, so it's going to push my hand away, there. And then it's going to come back, so I'm going to come back with it. And then it's going to push, and then it's going to come back, okay? So it's this imaginary line. If you like, think of yourself as having almost like two tummies. And you've got one tummy here, which is going to be breathing in, so your tummy is going to push forwards. And as you push forwards, you go like that. And then back. Now, you only go forwards for as long as you breathe in, okay? And you only come backwards for as long as you breathe out. So if I was breathing in and I stopped here and I was breathing in and I'm still breathing and I'm still breathing, these hands shouldn't be still. These hands should still be going out, okay? And if I'm breathing out, like, you know, breathing out, if I'm breathing out through my nose and I'm still breathing out and my hands are here, no. I should still be bringing my hands back until my hands come back to wherever my breath finishes. So the movement of your hands is controlled by the speed and the length of your breath. Okay, so I'm doing that in and out through my mouth so you can hear me doing it, right? So if I've got, yeah, it's not, it's, and really, if you look at that, you can tell the exact time when I start to breathe out. If I do this from the side, if I go from here and I breathe in, you can see the points where I change. So if I'm breathing out and I've breathed out all I can, I get to here, and then I breathe in, so I'm breathing in, and then I'm breathing out. So you can see the point where I change from the breath in to the breath out, okay? That's the earth. It's not a difficult one to do, but it's the most important one of those five. Well, it's not the most important, because they're all equally important, but it's the one that glues us all together, isn't it? We're standing on the earth. You know, if there was no earth here, we'd be floating, that sort of thing. The earth gives us absolutely everything that we could want, from the point of food, this sort of thing, and water. We don't have water floating in the sky. So the earth holds the fire, the metal, the molten metal in the center of the earth, you know, this sort of thing. The earth creates wood because we grow things in the earth, yeah? The earth gives us that fire. The earth gives us the water. It holds the water, you know, within the earth. This sort of thing, that sort of stuff. Okay. So it's the glue. It's the one that puts us all together until we get to the last one, right? And then it gets all strange and weird. So just do that again, right? So stand in your horse stance. Bring your hands nice and comfy in the center, just around your belly button, okay? And as you breathe in, imagine pushing your hands away. So breathing in, breathing out. I'll do that from the side. So I'm breathing in, breathing out. Okay, so you can actually see when I'm breathing in and breathing out. You know I'm breathing in because my hands are going away. You know I'm breathing out because my hands are coming back in. Okay, you can see that. Right, when we come back to here, again we're going to slide the ball over. So if we come back, ball, okay? And this is going to sit right in the center now. So from here, you bring your hand over there, middle Dantian center, middle energy center. This comes up here, comes up to meet it. And what we're going to do now is imagine you've got like a little sort of egg, a dragon's pearl, okay, a little pearl sat in your hand. And we're going to put one hand over the top of the other there, and you're going to be touching, right? And you're going to push the top hand up that arm, and it's going to come up and over, okay, like that. You're going to push the bottom hand across the bottom of that arm, and it's going to go down to there. All right, and we're just going to continue. We're going to have a circle here and a circle here. All right, two circles. Two circles joined together make what number? Okay, number 8. From there, push across, up we go. Come round the circles with both hands, come across the centre there, okay, push across, around, come over, through, okay. Now your breath changes every time you get to the centre, alright? So if you're breathing in, it's all the way around. Breathe out. Breathing in. Breathe out. Okay, you got it? Number 8. Circle here, circle there. The top circle on the 8 represents everything above the earth, okay? Everything. The bottom circle represents the earth, all right? So you have the earth that we're stood on. Technically speaking, if I do this, I've just jumped up into the universe for a second, all right? Because I wasn't touching the earth. So technically speaking, I've just gone into space. The only thing that stops me from getting up there is the gravity holding us down, which pretty much makes everything on Earth stick to the Earth. And it's whipping round at 17,500 miles an hour, this sort of thing, right? And that keeps us on the Earth. We have the gravity, you know, and we have all these forces that are keeping us down. But if you want to jump up in the universe, just jump. And for a split second, you're going to be up in the air, right? And then boom, gravity does its trick and pushes you back down and puts you back on the earth and keeps you grounded, should we say, all right? Keeps your feet on the earth, keeps you good, okay? So that's not really a fun fact, but it is something I'm guessing some of you watching this are going, oh, hang on. If I want to go into space, what do I do? Just jump. It's true. If you just jump, well, you come down pretty quick, all right? Unless you've developed some sort of serious, sort of like foot propulsion, I can't say it, propulsion system, a bit like Iron Man or something like that, and you're up in the air, right? So that's what we're going to do for today. We've got the Earth, we've got the universe, everything above there, okay? The Earth and everything that we have is very precious, extremely precious. And when we do this, this is the unity, okay? Unity, us and the universe, yeah? Unity, everything together, unity, okay? Unity. Now all the others have got colours. You've got metal, white hot, water, dark or black. You've got wood, green, fire, red, earth, yellow. The unity was always said to me to be as an indigo colour, a deep purple colour, okay? That sort of thing. And it was described to me as when you look up at the sky at night, it looks like a really serious dark bluey black sort of colour, okay? So that's what we're looking towards, all right? That's the review of the Qigong. There are many different exercises in Qigong, lots of different things, but these are the things that were taught to me. These were the things that were passed on to me from the former Zen Buddhist master. That's what was passed to me, so I'll pass it to you. All right, so that's the review of the Qigong. Tomorrow it will be day 35. Friday, if we're following me, I'll be recording it Friday. So day 35. I hope you enjoyed today. Stay calm, stay peaceful, stay happy and stay positive. And believe me, not just the world, but your world will be a lot nicer, happier, smiley place to live in. All right? Bring your feet together. Bring your hand across your face. And bow. Tomorrow, make sure you bring a staff, okay? If you've got one. Bring a twig, because we're going to do lots of things. See you in the next one. Bye.